Welcome back to Nissan Arena, coming to you live from the southern suburbs of Brisbane. We're here today for Game 2 of our 3-game set of the Queensland Sapphire Series for 2020. Today's game, we've already had one. We had the Cougars take on the Wildcats. This game coming up at 5 o'clock is between the Bond University Bullsharks and the Carina Leagues Club Tigers. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by former winning coach from last year for the Wildcats, Paula Stewart. Paula, this should be a pretty good game.
It should be a great game. So both Tigers and Bond University, I don't think that they've both shown the form that they are capable of yet this year. So both of them would want a win. So this is going to be a cracker of a game, and I think it's going to go right to the wire.
So it's the bottom two teams, Tigers and Bullsharks. It's 5th versus 6th, both on 4 points. So last week when the Bullsharks played, they took on the Wildcats and they lost 41-31, and the Tigers took on the Jets, Red Hot Jets, and they lost by 10. It was a pretty good game. The Jets really fought hard. Jets just came away with an 57-47. I've been handed the lineups for the game. We start with the Bond University side. Stephanie Bairstow is the shooter. Ella Bertacchini is the goal attack. Riley Burns the centre. Riley Burns wing attack. The captain and centre is Kristen Oxenford. The wing defence, Ava Black. Abby Houston, the GD. Shanae Grant is the goalkeeper. The bench for them is Emily Gilbert, Lee Adler, and Mackenzie Jordan. They're coached by Shelley Burns, who wants me to say Happy Father's Day to her husband Tony. Beck Foreman is as the assistant, and Darlene Karen is the manager. For the Tigers, Emily Gage, the shooter. Amy Somerville, captain and goal attack. Alana Schuster, the wing attack. Claire Haig, the centre. Wing defence is Harriet Adset. Shelley Rosenoff, the GD. The GK is Hayley Mulhern. She's the Scottish international. Their bench consists of Alice Morga, Lily Gray, and Lily Gribble. Big fan of yours, Lily Gribble. You're keen on her, aren't you?
Oh, I'm very keen on Lily Gribble. I think she's a talent for the future. As soon as she starts to work her own body out, I think she's going to be one person that will be a threat. So give her another year, and I think she's going to be going places. The
coach is Aaron Burns, the assistant is Megan Snell, and Ashley Marmo is the goal attack. Is the manager. Everything is in readiness. The umpires for this match are Stuart Ting, Di Fawcett, and Claire Johnson is the reserve. The Tigers in black and gold, they are going from right to left. The Bullsharks in the blue going from left to right. Just like to take this opportunity to respectfully acknowledge the Turrbal tribe, the Jagara people and the Yagara peoples, the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which this event is taking place, and elders past, present and emerging. So you're the Tigers' Ruby coach?
Yes.
Are you going to pick them for the win?
I will pick the Tigers for the win, but just so you know, it looks like I've been everywhere now. So I was Bond University coach for 7 years as well. So I left them a few years ago, and beautiful region, absolutely loved it down at the Gold Coast, but it was just the travel. The travel for 7 years, driving from Brisbane North Side to the Gold Coast, it started to take its toll.
So the Tigers get the first one, and it's with the Bullsharks now. So Bertacchini with it, doesn't want to take the shot, draws the foul instead.
Yeah, it'd be interesting to have a look now to see if the Bullsharks actually did some really nice defence work in the first area, but Tigers then did break through it. Be interesting to see if they start to do any more zone defence.
So the shot there to
Bairstow, yep.
And she ties it up at 1, and we've played a minute. A step there called by Stuart Ting, umpire on the far side. We can tell the difference here because he's a dude and this side is not the dude. So makes it easier because I don't know the umpires as well as I know the players. And a turnover here.
Yeah, just a little bit of a tip by Hayley, which was nice. Steph should have really pulled that in. Oh, that was a great defence all the way through with the Bullsharks, but the pass wasn't good enough.
So with both teams being on near the bottom of the ladder, 5th and 6th, a win today is desperate for one of them, yeah?
A win today just for mentally, for both of them, would be good. So they'll both be, we'll be fighting it out. And it's one that it can be either or. So it's going to be, they have to be playing well to get the win. And it's a shame that Bullsharks actually did play well against Wildcats last week. And Tigers had a great game too against Jets. It was they fought right all the way to the end. It was just probably a few minutes in the game is when Jets took it away. The last 5, I think it was.
I was lucky enough to commentate that one, and the Jets looked like they were going to pull away with it, but Tigers just kept coming at them and kept it at single figures, margins for most of the match.
Bit scrappy at the moment, so I think both are really more just trying to work each other out, starting to force the ball through, but as soon as it'll be good to see if both teams have settled a little bit.
So Haig with it now. She kicks it back, gets it back. The old theory, if you give it back, you get it back.
That was a beautiful feed, a nice move by Emily, so that was a nice shot by Emily Gage.
So Gage gets the second. We've played 3 and we've only had 3 goals, so underlining your thought that it's been a little bit scrappy at the start. Bertocchini with it now. Finds Bairstow.
That was a better better work from the Bullsharks.
So Bertocchini refeeds 3 times, gets it nice and close. And the left hand goes up. And the ball goes in. So we're tied at 2s. We've played 3 and a bit. So kind of what you expected, Paula?
Yes. So, I mean, I think at the moment too, they're starting to both settle down a little bit. It's just taken a little bit to do so. But it's I'm expecting this all the way through. As soon as they start to settle, it's going to be game on. It's going to be some nice play.
So, happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. So,
yeah, my husband went to Moreton Island. I think he knew better. I was still come to netball, so he's taken off for the weekend to Moreton.
Happy Father's Day to your husband. Ring-a-ding-ding, probably fishing right now as we speak.
That's it.
So the ball's forced into the circle. Bertocchini picks up the scraps, kicks it back, and there's a call outside. Obstruction call, loose feed in, and it's gone over the baseline. Bit rushed there by the Bullsharks.
It was a bit rushed. I mean, it was good defence, though, by the Tigers. Oh, another cross court. No one wants it. That was Ava Black having a bit of a crack. She's only a young girl from the Darling Downs, actually, Ava Black.
Did you really say that? Ava Black having a crack? That's brilliant. Very poetic.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't get it.
It rhymes.
All right.
Paul Stewart, our resident commentator.
Oh, mate, poet, I didn't even know it.
Oh, stop it. Now we digress. Tigers out by 2, 4-2. They've settled quickest. And given the way they played last week, it's kind of what I expected. Amy Sullivan had a massive game last week and gets another one for the Tigers. Biggest lead of the game by 3. Of course, Amy Sullivan joining me in the last round tonight. The Jets taking on the Thunder. Amy will be in the commentary box with yours truly. And
it's Amy Somerville.
That's what I said. So, Amy Somerville, what was I calling Sutherland?
Yeah.
It's just my mumbling. And she will be giving us an insight into what's going on in the Tigers. So, the ball swinging across the circle.
This is great defence.
Bairstow.
It was great defence by Haley, and it was actually great defence by both Haley and Shelley, so it was nice in the circle. It's just Tigers come in and pulled it in at the end.
So the Tigers still lead by 2. A loose pass. Oh, Oxenford nearly picked that off the former Firebird.
Oh, that was beautiful hands by Claire Haig, and with the nice drive by Amy Somerville. Too bad that she couldn't finish that one off. That was a lovely, lovely play. Oh.
Loose ball comes back to the Tigers. Somerville hassled well.
As the Claire Haig actually got in, tried to put a hand to that one, so that was nice work from her. But Abby Houston should have pulled that one in going down the court. She got a bit scared, I think, on that one.
Oh, the post has moved, but the goal is counts. So Tigers 6-3. They lead by 3. Biggest lead of the game. We're halfway through the first quarter. So Bullsharks working hard through Burns. Bairstow and Mulherron's all over her. Gets called for the obstruction. Scottish international, must be great to have her around the club.
Yes, no, it is good. So just with her experience, and because, you know, Tigers team is quite a young team, so it's great to have her experience and knowledge in the circle. So that was nice too. So 2 misses there from the Bullsharks. They need to start popping those balls in too. So it's but great defence and pressure that Tigers have been doing.
Haig with it now, gets it to Schuster. She draws the foul. And a lovely feed in. Nice play, Gage.
That just looked ever so easy for Emily Gage. This is her first season up in the Sapphire. And it's a nice flick back from her, and Claire was there to back her up. So Claire Haig too coming back. I'm not too sure how many quarters she can play. Hopefully a full game tonight. She's come back from an ankle injury. She could only play 2 last week. And hopefully it's a full game tonight because she's having a nice game.
So a loose pass there from the aforementioned Haig gets picked off by Grant, and the ball is with the Bullsharks, and they needed that. So down by 4 early. And ball swung across. With Bertocchini, she needs this, hits the back of the ring and falls to the Tigers through Mulholland. And here we go.
The shooting at the moment from the Bullsharks are just not putting it through that hoop. So it's been like eight minutes of play and they've only gotten 3 goals. That's a bit concerning.
And for the Tigers, they've had 8 minutes of play and they get their 8th, margin 5. Oxenford telling them to settle. It seems a bit rushed in the circle. Is that your opinion for the Bullsharks?
I just don't know if there's any. If there's not much movement happening by both of the shooters. That was better. So needed to have one coming up and one going back. So at least it splits the defenders. At the moment, the Tigers are really covering their space well, which is good. So
Bertocchini did the roll, set it up for Bairstow, and she passes off now. Bairstow needs this, and it hits the ring but falls. Margin back to 4.
That was better from Steph Barstow. So she's nice and strong built. She should be able to pull those balls in, and she's steadied up for the shot.
And that goal from the Bullsharks was a Mizuno momentum shift. You may have seen the graphic come up on the screen, one of our good sponsors. And a great shot there by Gage. Keeps the margin at 5. So Coast seem to have settled a little bit. The Bullsharks seem to have settled a little bit.
Oh, I think a touch, but yeah, they need to settle a lot more, especially down the attack and the defence. Abby Houston has already come off and Gilbert's come on at goal defence. That was a quick change there.
So Gilbert into the GD spot, straight swap with Houston. And the Coast Bullsharks get another one. And back we go through Haig. Long ball to Gage. Somerville, not as involved as she was last week at this stage.
I think at the moment she doesn't need to. I think Emily was getting away from Sinead quite easily, so I think she didn't need to come on in and help out.
Beautiful rotation there by the Tiger shooters.
Yeah, that was lovely. So it's nice timing, having a look.
Ooh.
I think as soon as Sinead won't take too much longer, I think, to start to show herself in the goalkeeper role.
So Adset nearly picked that off. Unfortunately, it goes out, so the ball's still with the Bullsharks through Gilbert. She'll take the throw in from the side. Finds Bertocchini. Burns, no one to throw to, has to go back to Gilbert. That confusion you were talking about is still there.
Yeah, both shooters are very stationary, very like holding type of shooters. They need one to actually take the drive.
So Bairstow with it and hits the front of the ring again. There's been a few of them. Great rebound there by Bertocchini.
That was a good rebound. That was lovely.
And margin back to 4, 10-6. We've got 4:30 to play, and we've got a break. And we've got a caution being shown by Stuart Ting. I'm not sure what it's for. Persistent braking, would it be? Or?
No, I think it was more not letting the ball go. Was it? Hopefully, it wasn't a caution.
No, it was. He put the C up. So, and the ball
for not letting the ball go. So as soon as someone starts, that's going to be very hard to go through the game if that's just not letting the ball go. It's what do you do for a contact?
I'm not sure. I think it was Schuster that got the caution, and brilliant play there by Black. She was all over Schuster and picked that one off beautifully. Incredible speed shown by Black.
Oh.
No.
Oh, so I was going to say she was off court. That was a great call by the umpire. See, I should be an umpire there, Millsy.
I've always thought that about your caller. So, particularly when I've seen you talking to the umpires as your coach. Oxford nearly picked that one off. And the ball falls with Gage.
Yeah, Stuart loves me umpiring on the sidelines, so it's great.
Funnily enough, he loves me umpiring at men's as well. So we've had a few chats. So the margin back to 5. Tigers 11-6, 3:20 to play. They can't seem to convert their turnovers at the moment. We've had a change at the goal attack spot. We had Bertocchini's come off, and it's Jordan McKenzie has come. Sorry, Mackenzie Jordan has come on.
Yeah, Mackenzie Jordan, she actually plays both ends, goal attack and goal defence, so she can go either or. She's only a young player. She's Actually a training partner for the Bullsharks. So to see her on the Sapphire, she was there last week and had a bit of a go, and there this week. So nice young player coming up from the Gold Coast, so it's good to see.
So contact with the black, and the ball falls to Haig, and Somerville very unselfishly passes off to Gage, and
I think Gage must have been tiptoeing on the sideline, on the baseline then. That was pretty
close. Biggest lead of the game to the Tigers. They lead by 6. Somerville pulls that in now. Chance to go to 7.
And Abby Houston is back at goal defence.
So the change is coming thick and fast for the Bullsharks. Obstruction call on the outside. That was on Black. No inside the circle for Gage. So she's got a chance here to make the margin 7. It falls out and the Bullsharks bump each other.
Yeah.
Looked like Grant had that and then collided with her opponent, with her same teammate.
I think Grant was pleading it, but I think she didn't realise it was her own player that actually contacted her coming through.
And Black again, another hard contact.
Yeah, I don't mind how Black's playing actually. She's coming in nice. She's actually looking at the vision, some space, and having a crack at some balls. So I'm actually liking her intensity out there. It's good.
The experience of Somerville, she gets that margin to 7 with 1:41 to play. But the scary thing for the Bullsharks, we've played 13 and they've only scored 6 goals, Paula Stewart.
So that's where the big concern would be. Only the 6 goals is a huge. Oh,
Black again.
Yeah, no.
Play on.
Yeah, there's a quick play on. So Alana, Samoan international player at wing attack. She's been there before. She's had a few hard hits, so she'll be ready to take that one on. That was a nice play by Tigers.
So Grant is at the keeping spot for the Bullsharks, and that's Houston, I believe.
Yes, Abby Houston.
And the wing defence is Black. So Gilbert didn't last long out there. There's another change. They made another change. They've changed the GA. It's back to Bertolini. So Mackenzie Jordan didn't last long either. Timing seems a little bit out for the Bullsharks at the moment, Paula.
It does look a little bit out. It seems to be having a lot of trouble just getting down to that circle edge. There's no actual drive.
Bertolini's first option seems to be to do the refeed. She looks to go out before she goes in every time.
Yeah, so she likes to go in very quickly too into the goal circle. And I think it's just crowding up the space out there. But that's when Kristen and Riley Burns will be able to, they both got speed out there. They should be able to take control outside the circle.
So Oxford with the ball now, setting it. We've got 11 seconds to play. The ball needs to get into the circle. Burns finds Bertolini. She needs to shoot. She settles now. Releases, and no mistake. Probably she should be doing that more.
I was going to say, she really concentrated on that one. She wanted it, and it was all net, so it was a beautiful goal.
So the first quarter comes to a conclusion. Tigers out of the blocks pretty quickly. They settled first, so they're 14, Bullsharks 8. A scrappy first quarter, Paula, but the Tigers got the advantage. Yeah,
it was a scrappy first quarter. I think scrappy by Tigers probably for the first 5 minutes, but then Bullsharks probably for the first 10. I think Bullsharks started to settle a little bit going towards the end there.
Excellent. So the second quarter will be back in about 3.5 minutes. We'll have pitches up, but we'll go off the air.
Have been an incredible sponsor and partner for us. This Sapphire Series is really the next step for netball in Queensland, and it's really bridging the gap between Queensland State League that used to be to that next Australian Netball League level.
Bond University secured a licence in the HART Sapphire Series to run a team in our semi-professional competition.
It's really preparation for elite netballers who are going onto that professional level. It's a step and a half away from the Suncorp Super Series. And so we've got players that are potential diamonds in our mix now that are probably 2 or 3 years away from that level.
I had previously already played for Bond and I knew what it was like, and I just really wanted to continue playing with Bond.
It provides a great opportunity for the young netballers on the Gold Coast particularly to be able to combine their study and their pursuit of a netball career.
Bond really offers a world-leading program, and I think that there's not a better place to build an academic pathway and absolutely the highest level of sports support that you'll find anywhere.
Bond supports me being an athlete by providing me with such amazing facilities and great support staff.
Bond, it honestly is world class. The facilities that they have and the facilities that we gain access to.
The courts are just absolutely amazing, and we've got recovery pools to get the best out of it.
Welcome back to Game 2 action in our 3-game spread of the HART Sapphire Series for 2020. We're here with the Bond Bullsharks versus the Carina Leagues Club Tigers. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Paula Stewart. Paula, pretty good first quarter for the Tigers.
Yeah, it was a good first quarter. I think, too, just to be reminded, is that every quarter is 2 points up for grabs. So Tigers got the first 2 points. So 2 points for every quarter and 10 points for the game. So
the ball with the Bullsharks after an early turnover to the Tigers. They get a chance to score first in this second. Their centre next. Through Bertacchini now. Overcooks it by a long way. So 14-8 the quarter time score. Don't forget, you can get all the results of all the games and all the latest news by going to our website, sapphireseries.com.au. And interaction throughout the game through our Facebook page. By all means, drop us a line. Talk to Paula if you want to talk to one of the super coaches of Queensland Netball. She's sitting beside me. And
God, you go on. Okay, we had a few changes there. So we've got Lee Alder in at centre with the Bullsharks, and Kristen Oxford has moved from centre to wing defence.
So Oxenford to wing defence and Alder to centre.
Oh, well, you're lost for words for that one, Millsy.
I was trying to finish my speech, but anyway, thank you for cutting me off.
First goal to Tigers for maybe Somerville.
So Somerville gets another one. Margin 7, biggest lead of the game. And as I was saying, feel free to send Paula a message. And well held there by Bertacchini. Oh, contact there.
Yes, so you can see what Shelley was doing. Just the timing was out a bit. She was ready to go for the ball, but there was a nice cut. And hopefully she could just steady up now and put that ball through, because that was a pretty hard hit, but of course not intentional on that one.
Bertacchini gets another one. Schuster with it now for the Tigers. She was great last week.
Oh, she was outstanding last week.
And, Gage should have pulled that in. And they get in each other's way. Both Gage and Schuster chased it down.
I think what Schuster was hoping then, that she was going to go for the ball, so it wasn't going to be a replay on Gage. So that's what it looked like was happening.
Grant with it.
Yeah, it's not flowing down for the Bullsharks. It was actually nice defence there from the Tigers, so they're holding it up nicely.
Big move moving Oxenford out of centre.
Yeah, I mean, Lee Alder has got the speed that's happening in there, so maybe Cheryl wanted to have a look at some speed. So Lee Alder has been a Gold Coast girl for quite a few years. Played, I think it's about 4 years or something in the second team. So it's good to see her come up. Her speed is actually quite phenomenal, her off the mark. So this could be good. I thought Ava Black was actually doing quite well. But maybe they just wanted to slow something down this end and open something up in the attack end.
Oh, coach killer there. Contact by Bertacchini. It was their centre, and they would have got the margin back to 4 if they scored.
To throw the ball away like that is a coach. That is a coach killer.
Yeah.
So it looks like Ava Black's about to put her wing defence bib back on.
So Gage makes them pay in the ball with the Tigers. The momentum there by the Bullsharks. The wind was just taking out their sails on that contact.
Oh. Opened up beautifully. That was lovely hold from Amy Somerville. That was a really nice move. I was about to swear on that one then.
I've talked to you about this. So Amy Somerville has got to be one of the best exponents of the baseline in the game, yeah?
Amy is very talented. I'm amazed even just with the SSN that someone hasn't picked her up just with the injuries that are happening in there. She has got experience with the Firebirds before and the Swifts. She's one person too that's probably a bit unlucky not to get any call-ups, so she's playing quite nicely.
Speaking of call-ups, in our next game, we have Annabelle Laurie, who made her debut for the Sunny Coast Lightning through the week.
Yes, that was that was exciting. I actually saw that match. That was very exciting to see her shoot her first goal. She's got the stats now in SSN. So we've got Kristen Oxenford is off with Ava Black on at the wing defence area.
So the changes are plenty for the Bullsharks. And Tigers with through Somerville. Misses. Black with it now.
Oh, that was beautiful by Claire Hagg. Came in. It's a shame that we just didn't pick that off, but that was a lovely speed. She found the gap and took it. Oh, basketball move there by Steph, so that was a nice little move.
Bairstow lays it up. Margin still 5. It was 6 at quarter time. Tigers in possession. We've got 10 to play in the second quarter. And out comes the towel.
That's one thing with the Bullsharks. As soon as they start to get a bit of a run and they start to get a bit vocal, they really pump each other up. So it'll be interesting now to see how they go if they keep this momentum happening.
So some of these players in the team you coached in your time there?
Oh, yeah. Kristen Oxenford was, she's been one with the captain there. Steph Barstow I had at Wildcats last year. So, yeah, no, there's a few changes there, but the young ones coming through. So, Mackenzie Jordan and Abby Houston. So they were the ones always in their little junior jags that we used to have, so which was good.
Costly miss there by Bairstow. Gives the Tigers a chance. Karina Leagues, great sponsors of the Tigers.
I thought Ava Black was going to come out with a pearler of an intercept on that one.
Instead it falls back to the Tigers. Haig looks long, finds Gage, comes out of the circle exactly the right time. Something she does extremely well.
Well, it's actually a good tussle between Haig and Elder because their pace is about the same. So they're nice, hard, fast, and they go for it. So
Gage gets it walked, basically under the ring for her, and nearly missed. So
you don't want to miss from there.
It's embarrassing. Missed many a goal from there myself. And the ball...
Well, I couldn't shoot from there. That was a lovely hold and lovely placement by Emily. So nice work, Amy Somerville.
Somerville gets a margin to 7. We've got 9 to play in the second quarter. The biggest lead to the Tigers is 7. And desperate times for the coast side. The Bullsharks need to work hard here.
Shelley's actually doing a lot of work on the outside there. So there's a bit of the contact off the ball. I think the umpires like to let that go. I don't know why. Because if the goal defence is doing a lot of work and the goal attacks is hitting into you, I think that's still a contact. So.
I was talking to the coach, Cheryl Burns, before the game. She said they've worked very hard this week on the shooting and the movement in the circle. So hopefully we see some rewards for that. They're down by 6 at the moment. They've only scored 13. We've played 1.5 quarters.
Yeah, because I know that... beautiful drive and lovely feed by Claire Haig. That's the move of the game so far there, Millsy. Loved it.
It was indeed, and Amy Somerville finishes the shot off.
Yeah, I think they've still got... again, Claire Haig is in everywhere.
She's playing a great match.
Just grinding it out.
She's incredibly strong defensively and feeding the circle beautifully. Finds Gage on that one. The understanding between Gage and Somerville, it's quite exceptional.
Yeah, it's the first year together, so it's actually looking quite good.
You never see both out of the circle, or, the rotation is one of the best going around.
Amy reads any player. I think Amy could play with any player in the circle. She reads them and let them be themselves. So she's the one that reads off the other person.
So danger times for the Bullsharks. The margin is 8. The Tigers have their centre pass.
Have we had a timeout?
We haven't. Maybe it's time for the Bullsharks to call one. So the swing across to Schuster. She finds the ever-present Gage.
I think Kristen Oxenford's about to come on again, so...
Gage missed. Loose there.
A replay.
It was.
Yeah. And a quick little pass from Emily Gage. That was lovely run on.
Should have probably gone up with 2 hands there. So and Burns with it, finds Alder.
Yeah, Nicole Cusack, I think, has been doing a bit of the shooting. So the former Australian player, former
assistant to the South African side,
South
Norma.
African, and she used to be with the Australian side as well. So I heard that she was doing a little bit of work. Not too sure if she still is, but I knew at the start of the season she was. So, which is great to see someone like Nicole Cusack helping out in the local region, which is amazing.
So the ball with Somerville.
Yeah.
Margin is 9. We've got 6:22 to play. Danger signs for the Bullsharks, Paula?
Well, yes. I mean, I think I would be... Oh, that was nice play and a nice layup. Maybe Steph needs to do a lot more layups happening there. So
that's her second.
A lot more comfortable. So.
And a break. Gilbert's come back on at GD for the Bullsharks.
Oh, you picked one there. Hey.
That doesn't hurt at all. Just because I'm not the biggest fan of the rolling substitute. I need to attack me professionally. Glad I amuse you.
Oh, mate, it's great. Even the cameraman and everyone's laughing. That's great.
We'll have to get a new director, I think. Berta Keeney. So if you want to tender for the work, by all means do. So Berta Keeney's missed 2. I think the ball is still with the Bullsharks.
I think it is a throw-in. So Harley just misjudged her timing then on the rebound.
So Burns and Bairstow work well. And a much-needed goal to the Bullsharks. The margin back to 7.
Yeah, I think Steph has just settled a little bit now, so just taking that time in her shooting. Oh,
I think that's one of those coach killers.
Oh,
it really is.
You never break, I tell you now. That's probably the biggest hate that I hate, when you have the ball. Oh, that was love by Gilbert over the top and made me some of a nice little tip.
She finds Black, back to Black now. She certainly has the pace. And again, she's bringing the ball down the court beautifully, working with Oxford.
That was all Black then. That was amazing work from her. She settled, fed the ball, and Steph Barstow has found her eyes. She's actually starting to go on the run.
So the margin is 6. The Bullsharks on a run. They've scored 3 of the last 4, and that prompts a timeout from the coach of the Tigers, Aaron Burns. Bullsharks fighting back.
Bullsharks are looking pretty good. So the last 5 minutes, the Bullsharks... They've, found their mojo now, so they're starting to come in strong, so which is great to see.
So the move of Ava Black to centre is working a treat?
I think it's probably just a few, having Kristen Oxenford back on the court, I think you need to have someone like her with her experience just to settle everything down, to pump everyone up. And I think with Steph, she's actually just found, her eye in the goal circle, so that gives her that confidence now to have a look and to feed. So it's interesting to see if Aaron Burns is going to swap anything around, because I think now with the Steph getting her eye in, might need to be a bit of a change-up happening.
Excellent. So don't forget, we've got one more game tonight, and that should be an absolute cracker. So that's the Jets taking on the Gold Coast, the Sunny Coast side from the USC Thunder. Looking forward to that. That's 1v4, so it's people that are currently in semi-final positions. So that should be a good game. Looking forward to that one. And, of course, if you want to contact us at any stage, do so through the Facebook page, HART Sapphire Series. And through the week, follow all the scores, all the results, all the news, sapphireseries.com.au. And, of course, the Tigers sponsors. You haven't plugged them tonight. You usually do. I went to the Carina Leagues Club the other night and had a palmy. Oh, mate, Carina Leagues Club with their palmies, they're absolutely unreal. So Wade, of course, is here again. Wade is an absolute trooper. He's here, was the past 15 years. He hasn't missed many games, I tell you, with the Tigers. So, okay, Alice is on. Alice Morga is on at centre, so there's been a bit of a change up there with the Tigers. So, trying to stop this momentum at the moment through the Bullsharks. And good move, too, because Lily Gribble's now on at goalkeeper. So that's, we'll just have the arms over to try and, I suppose, have a look at Steph and to see how she goes with her shots. Elevation of plenty last week by Gribble. She gave Charlie Bell an incredibly hard time, and not many defenders do. But Gribble was using her height, her elevation, and just all-round smarts to make the difficult. Kept the Tigers in it when it could have got away from last week. That's it. No, Lily Gribble I thought was player of the match last week on the Tigers side. So she had a great game. So it'll be interesting to see what she can do here. So she made Steph work a lot to get that ball. And that's stepping call. That hurts. The margin was 5. Could have been 4. It's the unforced errors really hurting the Bullsharks at the moment, Paula. Oh, yes. So the unforced errors because Steph was getting her eye in the shooting there. So I would have passed it straight to Amy Somerville there. She had a nice hold happening. Schuster finds Somerville beautifully. And then, beautiful. That feed actually looked like it took all day just to get there. But it was great reading off Shanae in the back. So Grant, the intercept, works well with Gilbert bringing the ball down. And okay, is this a new move too with a lot of the feeders now? We'll do the fake,
But I don't know who they're faking it to when you're going to be throwing the ball up in the air like that.
They're faking it to the bloke in the third row. It's really, I know, and
I've seen so many do that. That was a nice shot too off Steph Barstow.
I'm telling you, nothing throws out the timing like a ill-directed fake.
Well, it wouldn't suck anyone in. I don't know.
That's what I mean.
I've seen a lot of feeders now doing a fake like that. So
it's creeping into netball across the board. Like I do a bit of coaching with the men's, and the first move most of the male players now is faking to literally no one.
But the fake is coming from the knees up to the sky.
Oh,
so I don't know who they're faking it to there. So.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. I think it's maybe try and get the defender in the air and then go around when he's on the way down.
No idea. That wouldn't suck too many people in. But if anyone can tell us the reason why, that would be great.
So contact us.
Please contact
through the
us.
Facebook page.
I'm baffled.
So if the super coach is baffled, then we're all a bit struggling at the moment because while she doesn't want me to say it, one of Queensland's best standing beside me. And yes, we are standing. So contact called on Bairstow.
Yeah,
That's
she
Gribble.
didn't like that one. From this angle, I wouldn't have liked it either. So, but I'm not down there with Stuart, so he can see a lot more than me from down there.
So Tigers brilliantly through the mid with Schuster. Somerville hanging just near the top of the circle. Gage is in. They look for her now. Somerville on the base. Oh, couldn't quite find her. Great defence.
That was good defence because Alice took a big step in, but probably just a touch close by Kristen Oxenford.
Somerville pops to the
I
top.
was going to say, Somerville likes shooting. I was about to say, she likes shooting from around about that range. She's quite accurate there.
She was last week. She was putting plenty of ball in the air, and there was a lot of snow on it. That's how high they were going.
Gilbert bringing the ball down nicely. Nice chase. Oh.
Black, only person on the court who probably could have got that and did it well.
And then came back on to back up Steph Barstow. She is having a cracker of a game.
And Bertacchini gets the margin to 4. The Tigers fighting back. They could win the quarter. It was 14-8. It's now 12-10 to the Bullsharks for this quarter. So with 43 seconds to go, if the Tigers score here, which they won't.
Oh, Shanae, that was fingertip stuff. The pass was not strong enough. Needed to go up and over, but it was a great move by Shanae.
So Grant pulls it in, as does Gilbert. With Black now, they don't really need to rush it, but they do.
That was a beautiful hold and a beautiful pass by Steph. That was lovely.
Bertacchini needed that one to seal the quarter.
That one, yeah.
There's still a slight chance for the Tigers if they score quickly. They're centre next. Schuster with it now.
Again, Shanae Grant, the last 5 minutes has been on fire.
Grant, her third intercept for the quarter. And a long ball gets touched by the aforementioned Gribble. So there's 0.8 of a second left. It'll be hard to score from here.
She's going, I can't get the ball.
And it's gone under the big Nissan Arena banner. And the ball girl's just sitting there.
I was just going to,
She's not quite sure what to do.
Well, I'm even seeing with the SS. She
So
found another one.
That's a
There
sperry.
you go, that's a spare. She said, there you go.
It's got someone's name on it. John Smith. I think John's lost his ball. So with 8.8 of a second to go, they did not score. But the Bullsharks fought that quarter brilliantly. They won the quarter by 2. Margin back to just 4, 24-20. Great fight back by the Bullsharks late in that quarter. Paula Stewart.
I think it was a great fight back. I think one thing that did well is I thought Steph Barstow had a great quarter. I thought that having Kristen Oxenford back on the court, she settles everything down. But Ava Black is your runner. So she's been bringing the ball down beautifully.
So it's setting it up for a great second half. We will go off air very shortly. We'll have some pictures up, but the voices will disappear. Back soon.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
The achievements of a player, or team, or coach live on long after the game is played. Whichever field you play on, whatever position you play, sport is in our DNA. As a student athlete at Bond, you will have access to world-class coaching, programs and facilities. We'll equip you with the skills to transform your passion into a profession. Your athletic experience is as excellent as your academic experience. No exceptions. We breed a culture of success. On the world stage, our rugby, netball, triathlon, and women's AFL programs are internationally recognised. Olympic-level coaches in swimming and women's rugby sevens deliver mentoring and development pathways unlike anywhere else. We've embraced the digital revolution, introducing esports. We support our individual athletes in equestrian and tennis. We develop pathways to professional sporting careers as athletes or careers in the businesses of sport. We believe in our athletes and we believe in our leaders. It's not just a degree, it's a dual career journey.
Did you know that majority of netballers aren't wearing the appropriate shoes on court? Running shoes or generic trainers don't provide the grip and support for the quick, dynamic movements needed in a game. It's time to make the swap with Mizuno.
Welcome back. We're exactly halfway through our plethora of netball coming to you for the HART Sapphire Series for 2020. We're here at the Nissan Arena. It's halftime on Game 2 between the Bond Bullsharks and the Carina Lees Club Tigers. The score at present shows the Tigers 24, Bullsharks 20. My name's Dave Mills. I'm joined in commentary by Paula Stewart, who's just stepped away from the mic briefly. And we've had a pretty exciting match. It looked like it was going to be all Tigers early on, and the Bullsharks won that second quarter 12-10 with a late rally, and they've come home with a wet sail margin of 4. Don't forget, we have one more game tonight. It's from 7 o'clock. It's the USC Thunder taking on the Ipswich Jets, and that should be an absolute classic. And next week is the big ones. We have the first place, which should be the first place Cougars, well, they will be in first, and most likely the first place equal with them, Jets, in a 7 p.m. thriller. That will be a great game. And I'll be joined in commentary next week by, well, let's just say, someone who's played a lot of netball and likes wearing diamonds. Do you know who it is, Paula? We're not saying. It's a surprise. But do you have a guess?
No.
No? Cool. Well, thank you for that. Thanks for your input. So, pretty good first quarter. A pretty good first half there. Tigers look pretty good. Bullsharks fought back.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a bit of a game now. I think Bullsharks have really fought back hard. It's it looks like, I'm just trying to have a look here now. It looks like Cheryl has started with what finished, and I think that's a good move. So, there was a bit of a locked feet on that one, so a bit of a trip happening.
Rosendorf and Bertacchini clash bodies. And for me, moving Black to the centre seems to have made a big difference to the Bullsharks.
Has made a bit of a difference, and I think too with Kristen Oxenford on Alana. Alana is a very strong player, and having someone like Kristen Oxenford, an ex-Firebirds player, on her just to settle things down, to try and settle her down, it might just, the flow. But Claire Haig is back on now, so she's had a bit of a rest.
So Somerville gets the first in the third quarter, the championship quarter. And unfortunately, if the Bullsharks could have got there, that was their centre, that would have made the margin 3. And that chance here now, it'll probably go out to 6. Haig shoots and makes no mistake. And just like that, a chance to be 3 is now 6, and the Bullsharks are going to do all the hard work again. Yeah,
Emily's accuracy outside the circle has been quite nice. So it'll be interesting to see what Steph can do here against Lily Gribble, because she finished off that quarter quite nicely with her accuracy. So here's the one with the long arms over. You don't want to be pulled out of play, though, and giving a free shot.
So Rosenhoff there, call for the obstruction, makes it easy for Bairstow.
Oh.
Was that another break?
Oh, mate.
Was it? Tell me it wasn't, Paula.
Well, that was the call, but I have to admit I can't say anything because I wasn't really watching. I was watching more going down the court, see what was happening down. But I didn't see it if it was or wasn't. Oh, Lily Gribble. What
Gribble
a beautiful intercept.
Plucked it out of the air magnificently using that elevation we talked about just before the break. And the ball
I
back
cannot
with the
wait
Tigers.
to see that lady in a year's time when she just... everything is more in proportion with her. But at the moment, I think anytime she's been given the opportunity, she's grabbed it with both hands. And that was a beautiful intercept by Lily Gribble.
So she plays for you in the Ruby side?
No, she's the
straight
Sapphire.
in the team. Straight in.
Yes,
That's
yeah.
excellent.
So she played a bit last year in the Sapphire, so a bit of a rookie, and so this is her second year. She's only young. She's only 18 this year.
While we were chatting, the pass there from Haig to find Cage was all class. And the margin back to 6. The Bullsharks just can't get 2 in a row at the moment.
So nearly there. So Lily Gribble did leave her player to have a bit of a crack, and Shelley had a nice backup, just mistimed a little bit at the back.
So Bairstow gets it. Ball back with the Tigers on their centre. The defence of the Bullsharks working well here.
I think Alana's doing a lot of magic there, so we still need to have some injection from the shooters or with Claire Haig. So looks like an offside call.
Yeah, it was, and I feel a bit sorry there for the centre from Bullsharks. She did get bumped into the circle.
You mean the centre from Tigers?
My apologies.
Yeah.
Yep, but the umpire didn't see it the way I saw it. Probably had the right teams too. lucky I'm up here and he's down there. So Stuart Ting has done a lot of, I've known Stuart from the men's netball. He's done a lot of national titles and internationals through that avenue.
That was a sneaky little pass. Yes, Steph Barstow is starting to hit her strides again with the shooting.
She's got a tough task on the on Lily Gribble. And the bodies are pushing each other there right now. Gribble in the front position. And ball here, offside. So the ball's still with the Bullsharks. Margin back to 4. This could make it 3. Did you see this fight back coming, Paula?
Well, I was expecting Bullsharks. They just needed to have, needed to get some ball through the hoop, and Steph Barstow has been doing that.
So Alder with it. They can't find the shooters at present. Bertolini gets cleaned up at the top of the circle. Burns finds
so Barstow's
Bairstow.
she's wanted it. It's right underneath the post. It was a lovely hold.
Gribble out. Bairstow takes the shot and misses from 0 foot. That hurts. That would have made the margin 3.
That does hurt because she's been shooting well in the last quarter in this one. So underneath the post, not even to touch the post.
So the hard work all through the week of the shooters comes undone there. Oh, great take by Schuster between 2 players. Courageous take. Somerville back to Gage.
Lovely tip by Kristen Oxford around the circle.
Will Somerville make him pay? She does.
Yeah, Somerville, she's when she gets the ball, I just predict it to go in every single time.
It's just unfortunate. The Coast have had 3 chances to get the margin back to 3 and just can't do it. Bond University Bullsharks working extremely hard but can't just quite put the polish on it.
Well, they've done a little bit of a zone there and it's actually pulled off. So that was actually nice work. Bit sloppy there. That was nice work by the Bullsharks. Great defence.
So Oxford with the possession call gets it back through Gilbert. And the old 1-2, they can't get the timing right in the circle. Now Bertolini's a long way from home. Finds Burns.
There's nothing driving there, absolutely nothing. Lee Alden really needed to get stuck into there, so she's got the speed, but credit to Claire Haig that was doing some nice defence on her.
So Morga forced a turnover there with the held ball. Haig advances it a fair way down. Schuster, remember with the first game that we called together 2 weeks ago, Schuster got cleaned up and looked like she had a serious injury, but she's bounced back well from that.
Oh, she has. Oh, she's won too, so she's a strong Samoan, so there's no way that she's going to be, sitting on the bench injured. She's quickly went to a fantastic physio, and back she is, so which is great.
So we've had an early timeout, 6 minutes into the third quarter, and with the Tigers leading by 6, 29-23, they just can't seem to get this margin back to 3. The Bullsharks have had a couple of opportunities, actually 3, to get the margin back to 3, and just can't seem to get over that hump.
No, it was a good timeout by Cheryl. I think it's basically looked like everyone was flat-footed on both teams on the court there. So it was actually a good timeout. I think she just needs to make sure she can inject something into the Bullsharks, and hopefully with Erin as well. She needs to just inject something with the Tigers. So they started to go a bit flat-footed, even though they were getting ahead.
For all the stories and all the news, sapphireseries.com.au, that's where you find all that. We'll have the ladders up and all that sort of stuff. Socially, if you're into your social media, follow us on HART Sapphire Series. And, of course, our Instagram is Sapphire Series Netball. We do have a Twitter. We don't tweet a lot. We're more into the Facebook and the Insta. Are you a social media giant?
Oh, no, I don't understand it too much to be a social media giant.
Okay,
but if anyone tags me on something, I see that. But that's about it there, Millsy. So I'm not very good at it.
So the timeout was taken at 29-23. The timeout, I think it was for the Bullsharks. And they have the centre pass now through Black, who has made a real impact since she's moved in that position.
So Alice Morga is in at wing defence too. She came on a bit before. She's on again now.
She's replacing Adset.
Yes, so we got Adset, yes, and then Adset is in at centre. So Claire Haig has come off.
Haig has played extremely well today.
That was a nice feed by Burns and a nice jump by Steph Barstow and a beautiful goal.
So the ball with Rosenoff. She finds Adset. And a great ball into Schuster.
She just seems to... Oh, beautiful work by Kristen Oxenford. That was just speed and class. That was beautiful.
Read that like a Dr. Seuss book. So, and the ball... You're laughing.
Oh.
True story. I'm going to give you a true story here. We digress slightly. I met Dr. Seuss.
Oh,
I was a little tacker. I bought a book called There's a Wocket in My Pocket, and it was signed for David... Arrow, 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 Dr. Seuss. One of my prized possessions.
Excellent.
There you go.
Nice framed.
Actually, it's embarrassing to say it is.
Oh, there you go. Love it, love it.
It's right next to my Don Bradman bat. So Cage comes out of the circle, and...
I've got Abby Houston back on at goal defence.
And Somerville makes no mistake. Of course, join me and Amy Somerville at 7. We're calling the next game. Be nice to get her insight into this one. Bertocchini with it now. Margin still 6. They just can't eat into it any further. They get a chance 3 times to get it to 3, and 3 times they've let it slip.
Yeah, I think Ava Black... Oh, that was just a little bit too big on that one. But Ava seems like she's getting a little bit held up now too in the defence end, so not flowing like she was in that second quarter.
So a zone press being shown here by the Bullsharks, and it works through... It doesn't get past the first line. Bertocchini picks it up. Burns with it. Finds Bairstow, who does the old give and go back. Gribble gives her one for her troubles. She's a tough cookie, Gribble, isn't she?
She is, but I'm amazed that Steph moved on that one, so I think Steph's a bit stronger.
Bairstow gets the margin to 5, and if they can get a turnover here, which they do off the centre pass, a misread there with Somerville.
Okay, yeah, well, this is where Bullsharks can be very dangerous. So Bullsharks will come on in as soon as they start to get a bit of a sniff. They want this win as well.
So Black calling for it. She's got Morga on her at the moment. Morgan's done a good job on her.
And I was going to say, I thought from here it bounced out. That's but yet the umpire pulled it up.
It did. And transition time for the Tigers. And the Tiger transition time is working well.
So we've got a few young ones out there too. So we've got Riley Burns in the wing attack with the Bullsharks, only 18 years old. Ava Black in the centre, 18. And with the Tigers, Alice, she's only 18 as well.
How good was the vision there by Somerville? I mean, the pass didn't make it, but she just turned and threw instinctively. So Schuster with it now, finds Somerville. Nice high shot coming up, it is. Nothing but net. So margin back to 6. We've been here a lot. Most of this quarter's been 6.
Yeah, as soon as Bullsharks, as soon as they get that intercept, they need to finish it off because there's some nice work happening down the defence end.
So Bairstow gets it. Margin back to 5. Tigers with it. We've got 5 to play in the third championship quarter. Currently the Tigers are leading by 2, so they'll be picking up the chocolates for the quarter. It's 1 quarter apiece at this stage. And Gage gets the margin back out to 6.
Emily Gage is like a little quiet achiever at the back. I don't think anyone gives her a lot of credit. She's one that's playing against an A&L player in the back, and she just seems to pop out and shoot that ball in without any trouble. So
without being rude, she'd be one of the shorter shooters going around. Like, she's not super tall. Like when you think of Bell and Benjamin and Holland for Cougars, she'd be one of the smaller shooters.
I'd say, yeah, probably is one of the smaller shooters. So, lovely feed. Again, from Alana. That was a beautiful feed, a lovely drive from Somerville, and that was great communication from both of them. Well done.
Schuster, the feed into Somerville. Gage did the big clear out, made it look like she was going to get it, opened the circle up beautifully. Burns with it now. Can the Coast answer the margin back to 6? If they could get it to 3, they'll win the quarter.
Now, I think Burns and Black are starting to get on top of each other a little bit there, so it hasn't got the open space that they usually have.
If we just look there,
again, Shanae Grant
did beautifully. I was just about to say before that, Black looks like she's a bit tanked at the moment.
Yeah, no,
she's done a lot of running at
running,
a really high pace.
There's not much in the structure. It seemed like they're on top of each other in the attack end. So that's a lot better by both of them.
A triangle offense. The ball falls to Bertacchini. She's gets a call.
A bit of bad luck with Lily Gribble. I thought they were looking about 4 feet from here, but...
Well, the ball knows and the shot misses.
Well, they need to get those rebounds, though.
Bertacchini gets the margin back to 5. I've been saying that a lot. They're going goal for goal at the present. One of these two teams, I think if one of these two teams breaks, they'll get the momentum. And at the moment...
That was nice take by Emily, but Alana, just around this circle edge, she would have spoken to her to say she was there, and Emily just had all the time in the world.
So Gage gets another.
Now, that was a better move, more direct, and a nice balanced feed by Burns.
We're seeing some nice netball at the moment.
Yeah, so Gilbert's on again, and Abby Houston is off at the goal defence.
Gilbert gone to GD, Houston to the bench. I hope we don't have a problem. Houston, we don't have a problem. So,
mate, your jokes are getting worse.
Getting tired.
Yes.
So, Schuster
is just on fire again.
It's a great battle between her and Oxenford. The most experienced for the Bullsharks on one of the best from the Tigers.
Oh, Amy Somerville. Absolutely brilliant. Just love watching her shoot every game.
I see why you're disappointed she hasn't been picked up by one of the Suncorp sides. She's playing extremely well.
Not just that, she's got the experience and she can shoot the long bomb. So with the 5-point rule, 2-point rule, I would have thought that they somewhat have called her on up.
So Bairstow had that shock miss for the chance to make it 3 early on in this quarter. Shot really well since then. And she gets another one to make the margin, just 5 for about the... I'd say 10th time this quarter.
Well, Bullsharks are putting in a nice, bit of a zone defence happening there.
And Gilbert came out. That was the one to go for. She nearly got it. But in the end, it falls to Gage, and she gets it, keeps the margin at 2 for the quarter, 6 for the game. And at the moment, it's looking like the Tigers will take the chocolates for this quarter. Oxenford working well with Burns. Pressure on here. Oh,
nice take by Black around the circle edge.
She had Adset on her. A foot violation, I think, on Gribble. Yes, called.
Yeah, that's a bit of bad luck because that wasn't an intentional kick or anything. So I'm not too sure if she actually got pulled for that.
So
that was a lovely rebound too by Shelley. Lovely.
Bertacchini missed a shot, and that's his. Sorry, who was that? Shelley. Rosenhoff got the ball in between the two talls. And the Tigers can seal the quarter here with a goal. and go to a long way of sealing the match. We're inside the last minute.
Nice vision by Harriet Adset.
Gage in position and makes no mistake, that'll probably be enough for the quarter. The margin 3 with a minute to play. Tigers centre pass.
Yeah, it's funny because the Bullsharks I thought were really coming back strong, and they were really had Tigers on the run, but to Tigers' credit, they sucked it up. I'll see as soon as I give them a praise. There you go.
So Oxenford with it. Kicks it out.
Well, Bullsharks really need to have this one to keep the game happening. Oh, bad luck, because that was actually a beautiful intercept from behind by Lily Gribble.
It really was.
It's a nice hold there happening with Steph. Steph's wanting it. Oh.
And there it is. That's contact call on the shooter. Bairstow pushing into Gribble. We called time. We've got 15.9. Tigers got to go their full length of the court.
Yeah, 12 seconds to go. A lot of time.
Ball with Morga.
But you might want to start to have a look getting it in. Oh, come on.
By calling time, 6.5. Easy, Tiger.
Just like let it go, especially when it's that.
And she can't shoot. The foot was outside. Back to shoot on the outside. That could be enough.
Yeah, that was smart by Kristen Oxenford. She came up. She nearly got the intercept on there, but slowed everything down. So it was well done.
So a 3-goal win to the Tigers in that one gives them a margin of 37-30. The Bullsharks had their opportunities. They had 3 chances to make a margin of 3, all 3 times. Silly unforced errors. One was a break, one was a missed shot under the ring, and one was a contact when you're in possession.
It feels like I'm on a roller coaster. One team's up and the other one's down, and it just seems to be going up and down on both teams. But Tigers, a little bit more consistent all the way. So
the Tigers lead by 7. What will happen in the last quarter? We will find out that and much, much more when we return in 3 minutes.
Bond have been an incredible sponsor and partner for us. This Sapphire series is really the next step for netball in Queensland, and it's really bridging the gap between Queensland State League that used to be till that next Australian Netball League level.
Bond University secured a licence in the HART Sapphire series to run a team in our semi-professional competition.
It's really preparation for elite netballers who are going on to that professional level. It's a step and a half away from the Suncorp Super Series. And so we've got players that are potential diamonds in our mix now that are probably 2 or 3 years away from that level.
I had previously already played for Bond and I knew what it was like, and I just really wanted to continue playing with Bond.
It provides a great opportunity for the young netballers on the Gold Coast particularly to be able to combine their study and their pursuit of a netball career.
Bond really offers a world-leading program, and I think that there's not a better place to build an academic pathway, and absolutely the highest level of sports support that you'll find anywhere.
Bond supports me being an athlete by providing me with such amazing facilities and great support staff.
Bond, it honestly is world class. The facilities that they have and the facilities that we gain access to.
The courts are just absolutely amazing, and we've got recovery pools to get the best out of ourselves, so we're very lucky.
Game 2, 4th quarter action coming to you live from the Nissan Arena for the HART Sapphire Series 2020. Bond Bullsharks 30, Carina East Club Tigers 37. My name's Dave Mills, joined in commentary by Super Coach Paul Stewart. Paul, I know you laugh every time I say that, but you are. This has been a pretty good game.
Yes, it has been a good game. Looks like both teams have settled a little bit more into the game. The intensity's gone up a little bit higher, so every quarter it's getting stronger and stronger. So let's wait for the cracking last quarter.
So don't forget, this is 5th versus 6th. They're both on 4 points, so it could be who's 5th, who's 6th, I don't know. But it's a chance here for one of the teams to get out of the bottom 2. And at the moment, it's the Tigers looking good by 7. And a loose shot there from Bairstow. But thankfully, the ball falls back to them. So that was a pretty ordinary shot.
Yeah, a little bit too short. I think they were lucky because I thought Steph Barstow hit it out.
So not to be according to umpire Ting. And a missed shot there by Bertacchini gets picked up. So they've missed 2, but they get the goal eventually. Margin back to just 6. Tigers with it now. So it was a case of missed opportunities in the 3rd quarter for the Bullsharks.
I think so. Oh, what Claire Haig has been playing quite well. She's back on the court, but absolutely put Amy Somerville under pressure then. It was 2 defenders. And Claire was put a bit too much pressure when Emily had already gone out of the circle.
Good hustle by the former Firebird, and she gets the ball back for the Bullsharks. Burns with it now, close to the circle. If they can find their shooters here, Bairstow needs this. A nervous-looking shot, but she gets it. 37-32, margin 5. And the Bullsharks have come out 2-0 in the early stages. This for 3 straight. So...
Oh, that was a better move. That was nice, clear. She held, and that was a nice shot too. So it was a nice move by the Bullsharks.
So 3 straight to the Bullsharks. Gets the margin back to 4. 37-33. And we're in for a pretty good last quarter now. Who wants it more is what we'll be asking.
Well, at the moment, I think it's either Bullsharks are defending very nicely or the Tigers aren't moving their feet at all. So they're happy to stay behind.
So the Tigers needed that, and they get it through Amy Somerville, and that stops the run of 3 straight. A Mizuno momentum shift.
Yeah, that ball, I mean, even though Claire Haig gets the stat on the intercept, but it basically went straight to her.
It's an unforced error.
That was nice holding, nice and smart by Amy. Had all the time in the world. Just nice little pop from Emily.
So just like that, it's back to 6. This is a chance for 7. They just can't get over the hump. They do the hard work to get close, but can't get over the hump, Paul Stewart.
No, that's it. And nice shooting by Emily Gage. So the shooting down the Tigers' end is, the stats must be quite high.
So 3 straight to the Bulls is met by 3 straight to the Tigers. And we're back to the 3/4 time margin of 7.
Again, that's the roller coaster again.
We do like a good roller coaster. Have you been to Dreamworld lately or Movie World?
No.
No? You'd be a coaster girl, wouldn't you? Up the front.
Oh, yeah, no.
End of season trip for the Tigers. We're going to Movie World. Hope I get an invite. I'll get on the Batman ride with you. See who vomits first.
Yeah, I don't even get on those anymore. Oh, there's the fake again. So no one has contacted us with that fake. So that time, Emily, I don't know where the fake was happening. So...
Okay, don't be afraid to contact us through our Facebook page, and we've got the Super Coach will answer all your questions. So Gilbert with it now through the Bullsharks. Bertacchini finds Bairstow, and was that Burns? Burns unfortunately couldn't contain it, but gets a contact call. Didn't see that myself.
I didn't see it. It must have happened beforehand because, I mean, she looked like she was unbalanced when she was trying to catch it, so I missed it. So maybe a good pickup there. Oh, great tip by Lily Gribble. Again, those arms. They're like go-go gadget arms. That was a nice, strong take from Amy Somerville. Abby Houston is back on at goal defence.
Gage with it, finds Haig on the outside. Big fan of that girl. So...
let's see, all net from here.
Somerville with the class of the shot.
Oh, no.
But Gage
didn't make the call, but nice rebound.
The smallest person in the circle gets it.
That's a nice tip by Sinead Grant too.
It's come off the Bullsharks, still with Haig. This is a big goal. The margin already 7. If we get it to 8 with only 10 to play, it'll be tough for the Bullsharks. And Gage does. And don't forget, it's the Tigers centre next. So the margin 8. Is it getting to be is it my favourite saying, a bridge too far for the
I think
Bullsharks?
So. It's one thing though. I'm not too sure, as I said before, on how many quarters Claire Haig can play. But as soon as Claire Haig's in, we seem to be Tigers seem to go up a few extra levels, and that's when we seem to get the few extra goals. So Claire Haig's is playing a very strong role, and her combination with Alana is impeccable.
So not a contact, a possession call for the Tigers. Gives them an opportunity and they take it. Margin 9, 43-34. We've got exactly 10 to play.
I got a bit excited then. I thought Lily Gribble was came out hunting, but they didn't throw it. So I was waiting for this big intercept from her. She was ready for it. Love seeing a young kid have a go.
Spoken like a true defender that you were.
Oh, there you go, Lily.
On cue, Gribble gets a hand to it. She's got a big smile on her face.
Oh, mate, her body positioning in that one was all good. She just needed to pull it in a little bit harder, but that was great work from young Lily Gribble. Oh.
So the ball with the Bullsharks.
There you go, Bullsharks. We're going on the up with the Bullsharks now. The roller coaster's happening again.
We're back on the Movie World Batman ride. And excellent chase. Can't pull it in.
Lily Gribble again. Her arms are amazing.
You sound like you're at the gym.
Oh, no,
Oh, look at those arms.
go gadget arms. So they're so long. Love it.
So looks like Jordan's on at the GA spot. Bertacchini sitting down. Jordan, a long shot, makes no mistake.
Long shot with a beautiful lean off Lily Gribble. Maybe she needs someone to put the lean, the height of the ball with the shot was so much better. Oh, it's Jordan Mackenzie Jordan.
That's correct.
Oh, there you go. Missed that one.
And the ball currently with the Bullsharks. This would be 3 straight for them. Oh, and Jordan misses an easy one. Took her eyes off it, had turned and had the pass passed before she caught it. And that could be costly yet again. Another unforced error hurts the Bullsharks.
I feel a bit sorry for Cheryl sitting there. It's just like for the coach from the Bullsharks. It's what else can we do? And Shanae Grant has how many intercepts can she get? So they're doing quite well down the defence end here. It's just the attack end needs to make sure that they reward them for it.
Great to see Amanda Staggs joining us in the coverage. One of our great coaches as well. As is one of our top fans, Jamie O'Connor. He's a big Tigers fan and he's watching at home. Thanks for joining us for this.
Hello, Staggy.
Don't forget to tell your friends. The more people we have, the more chance for, of course, sponsorship. Ergo, the more dollars for the players. So
I'll tell you now, after this, I might go to the Carina Leagues Club and get that palmy happening.
Are you going to wear your Dynasty uniform?
Oh, 100%. I think I would have to wear this beautiful jacket that we've got from Tigers.
Excellent. And I hope you bought someone that you love for Father's Day a voucher from your sponsor, which would be TradeLink, I'd imagine.
That's it, yes. I was wondering where you were going.
You didn't know where I was going with that?
No.
I left that open for you to say, oh, you mean TradeLink?
I'm thinking, okay, I was thinking Carina Leagues Club.
No, we're going to have to work in our delivery.
Well, I think so, yeah. So, yeah, that's one thing.
And, of course, you work for QUT Sport, don't you?
Yes.
Another major sponsor of the company, of the club?
Yes. So QUT has now joined in. There's another fake. QUT has joined in with the Brisbane East, which is great. So QUT just with the nutritionists, the sports psych. We're getting them for the 16, 18-year-olds happening. So it's great that QUT are on board with the students who can actually help for them for the future.
Oh, a loose pass there by, I think that's Adler. Alder, sorry, and that just gifts the ball to the Tigers, but they gift it straight back. That's very nice. Margin 9, we've got 6:40 to play.
It is, it's a low-scoring game, so...
And we thank all our sponsors, of course. You just went through the Tigers ones, and Bond University looks after the Bullsharks. But all the sponsors throughout the league, we appreciate their support.
Yeah, Bond University, a beautiful university down the Gold Coast as well, so... both QUT and Bond University coming in the netball scenes, which is great to see. So I know Glenn will be watching. He's probably here today too. So Glenn is the strength and conditioning coach for the Bond.
So Mackenzie Jordan, there was a hand on there. I think Gribble got a hand on the ball on the shot on the way up. So Jordan gets another chance. And this time she passes it off, unfortunately, to no one.
I think she's just got to back herself and have a go. When it's 5.
It's that stage, isn't it? 5-6 to play with a margin of 9.
You just got to have the confidence, and she can shoot, so she might as well just have a go with it.
No different if you lose by 10 or you lose by 2. A loss is a loss.
Lovely drive and angle from Claire Haig. That was lovely.
So Tigers in control.
Oh, beautiful by Abby Houston. That was she came back in the space. Very nice. I still think she could have pulled that in. We're batting the ball a lot with these defenders, so got to teach these young defenders to pull the ball in.
Well, if there's anyone who can teach them, it's you.
Yeah.
Super coach and a great defender. Play for Queensland, yes?
Oh, no, you just keep going
Is that correct?
on.
You play for Queensland, did you?
Oh, no.
You sure? Back in the day, I'm sure you play for Queensland.
Okay, so that's 10 the difference now.
Too modest. 10 the difference, 5 to play. Tigers with it, looking to put the cherry on top. And Somerville couldn't pull that one in. Bit of a hard pass from Haig. And but that bounced out. No, it didn't. Play on, says the
Must have
umpire.
been right on the line.
And looks like Jordan's gone back off. And Bertacchini's back on at the GA spot.
And looks like Black's about to come in at centre.
And an incredible intercept there. Was that Morga?
Yeah.
And pulls it in again. Great play by her. Controlling the midcourt at present for the Tigers. Haig gets contacted and called. So, and Somerville goes down. bounces up. She was on the floor. Now she bounces up and gets the goal. And that could be the sealer. The margin is 11. We've got 4:11 to play. And
yeah, I can't see Bullsharks
Tigers
coming back out now. So it's just been probably just not their game tonight. So it's
been a case of missed opportunities for me. They've been thereabouts.
Some of their moves have been absolutely beautiful, but then they just haven't maintained, and just silly little errors like that.
So Bairstow's been called for that a couple of times tonight, so it's something she's going to have to work on. It's disappointing for the coach of the Bullsharks, and that's Cheryl Burns, because she said to me that they have been working very hard on the offensive end, but to only score 36 in nearly a full game of netball is not probably good enough for this level.
Oh, definitely not good enough for this level. So, I mean, I would even look at, 48. It looks
that's only 12 a quarter, isn't it?
So. That's still. Usually you want to try and have like the high 50s, early 60s is what you want to do to try and win the game. But
so we have a timeout called with the margin at 12, 3:30 to play. Tigers probably just now thinking about next week. Bullsharks trying to win this quarter. They're currently down by 4, if my maths is correct.
I don't think Tigers are going to be just thinking about next week. They want this win. Have a look at Alana. She's really pumped up. So this is the win that they're wanting to have.
Don't forget, next week we're on air again, same time frame as this week, and the aforementioned Tigers, who I do believe are thinking about next week, take on the Wildcats, the defending premiers. That's at 3. 5 p.m, Thunder versus the Bullsharks, and then the big one, which should be the top 2 teams, the Jets v the Cougars. I'll be joined in commentary by a Diamond. That's all I'm prepared to say, and it's going to be a fun day. So if you can't get here, if you can't get your backside courtside, as we say at Netball Queensland, turn up or tune in, and you can get it at all the usual places on our Facebook page, our YouTube channel, and or the website.
I just had Wade from Queen and Leagues Club give us a big wave over there, Millsy. So he's still here. He'll be absolutely loving this. He's very pumped up. One of probably the longest sponsor anyone in any, like with Netball Queensland. He's just been here since 15 years. 2005 is when Queen and Leagues Club came in. And
excellent work.
90% of the games he's watched, I reckon.
If you could signal to him that I need a voucher for a free palmy, that would be fantastic.
Well, I'm going next week with our Ruby team. So,
Tuesday night, $14 palmies for members. That's
mate, the palmy is huge, absolutely huge.
So the ball is with the Bullsharks. We're in the last
again,
3.
Sinead Grant, just her positioning was good. It wasn't a great pass at all from Claire. She knew it. She'll be working twice as hard to try and get that back now.
So Burns with it, finds Bertacchini. Can they eat into this margin a little bit? I think 12's a fair reflection on the way it's been.
That was a nice feed too off over Black. So
it was stepping called. One of the unforced errors that have hurt the Bullsharks.
That transition from the Tigers was hard, fast. We just need to finish that off.
Somerville misses. Falls to Grant. Now with Gilbert, she's been on and off a few times this game. How do you think the impact on the players is with a rolling sub?
Well, I like it. So,
but what do the players feel like if they're in a bit of a momentum and all of a sudden they're coming off?
Well, hopefully, if you're in a bit of a momentum, things are going well, that you don't take them off. So, I mean, I know with me, I've used rolling subs before, but then I hardly ever used it in certain games. Depending on how things are going, do you need to use it or not? It just makes the game flow a lot quicker, a lot easier. But again, I think too that sometimes it can be too much.
Yep.
And sometimes you need the players to actually find their way out of things and learn how to get out of trouble.
Okay, I'll ask you the big question. Since we've gone on the rolling subs, has the quality of the play improved? Because that's what we're about. We're about putting out a better product and a better quality. Do you think, by having rolling subs, that the standard of netball's improved? Hello, you there?
Yeah, I'm thinking about that then. I mean, probably the one thing that I look at is not so many stopping, and we're not pretending that someone is injured, and it's just in and out.
You use it for momentum change.
Yeah, so if things aren't working, then change it. That's fine. But, I mean, I've been with games before as well. If things aren't working, and in the first 2 or 3 minutes, maybe let them go for 5 or 6. And that's a call a coach has to make.
So just while we've been chatting, the Bullsharks have worked very hard and they've got the margin back to 9. It's probably too little too late. And just as I say that, they turn it over, but Oxenford gets it back.
Oxenford is one that will never say die. She's one that will fight hard right to the end. An amazing captain. Now, that was a beautiful feed off Burns, and it was a lovely movement by Steph Barstow. So it's good to finish off like that with the Bullsharks.
So 4 straight to the Bullsharks. The margin's 8. Unfortunately, they're going to run out of time, but they've played well the last few minutes.
So who's won the last quarter?
Not sure at this stage. My colleague next to me will have the stats. We'll keep it in surprise. And we've got a stepping call for the Tigers. I think the Bullsharks are coming back here. They may steal the quarter. They won the second.
So every quarter's 2 points. So you really want to make sure you get those points.
Stewie Ting calls time, so the Sharks got a chance. They got 18.9. And
I think that was another fake up in the air.
you're not really liking those fakes in the air.
Well, the fake in the air, I don't know who they're faking.
Bertacchini, this is important, and she gets it. I'm pretty sure that will give them the win. Was the margin 7 3/4? I think it was, wasn't it? 37-30. It's 1 each at the moment.
Steph
Long
is
ball
asking
in,
for it.
and unfortunately, it had to be forced. I think that is a shared quarter, so that'll be a point each. So the margin finishes at 7. Tigers 48, Bullsharks 41. Tigers pretty much in control for most of it. Didn't run away with it when we thought they would. They got the margin out to 12. That was the biggest lead of the game. And late, the Bullsharks fighting back. It was an 11-11 quarter. So overall, the Tigers won 2, Bullsharks won 1, and 1 was drawn. So that'll be 3 points to the Bullsharks and 15 points to the Tigers.
It's a great win for the Tigers. So happy. I mean, would love to see both teams win because you'd always like to see a team win the first one of the season. But of course, I am happy it was Tigers tonight.
Well, it's the live ladder puts them on 19 points, which is 1 ahead of the USC Thunder. So if the Thunder would not win a quarter tonight, the Tigers would be back into the 4.
That's it. So I mean, it's all very close at the moment. So it's going to be very interesting.
So we'll start the wrap up. Thoughts on the best players for the Tigers?
Oh, I mean, Amy Somerville. I still like the Amy Somerville that happened in there. But, I mean, Lily Gribble when she came on as well, and Claire Haig. So there was a few in there, 1 on each third.
1 on each third, yeah. You had to pick a player of the match. Can't do it, can do it.
Oh, I'd play of the match. I'd probably give it to Amy Somerville just because of her steadiness, her shooting. She just calms everything down the attack end.
The best for the coast?
I still like Kristen Oxenford. She came in when needed. I think Ava Black gave a few good quarters, like 10 minutes in quarters, but died off a little bit. So I would actually say Kristen Oxenford was the most consistent, and she came in nice and hard.
So she'd have to be the most consistent for the Sharks, most definitely. That's Kristen Oxenford. I'd agree with that. I thought Ava Black was sensational, particularly when she went to centre. Yeah. I thought that was a bit of a game changer. That got them to fight back. They just, unforced errors, beat them in the end.
Yeah, Sinead Grant too at the back. She was one that got a lot of intercepts at one stage, but it's a shame that the Bullsharks just could not finish it through.
Okay, so game 2 of 3 on our Father's Day plethora of netball for the HART Sapphire Super Series comes to an end. We've got one more, and that is between the Jets and the Thunder. That's from 7. We're on air at 5 minutes to 7. Paula Stewart, you've been my co-commentator today, our second one this season. Welcome back.
Yeah,
we'll see you next.
Yeah, not staying for the next one, so good luck on that one.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
I'm going to eat my palmy at Crenna Leagues Club.
Excellent. My name's Dave Mills. We'll be back at 5 minutes to 7. Bye for now.